Hello, and welcome back to Geek Feng Shui. I'm your host and game master, Bob Sellers Jr. Shout out to our friends at Chaotic Good Brewing here in beautiful, rainy Casson Manorville, under pressure in Golden Valley, and South by Southeast, beautiful Pine Island. Our venues of similar nature: family, pet, kid, fun-friendly, fun-filled, event-filled calendars, whether on Facebook or otherwise. Check them out, and you can limber up and do yoga on Saturdays here at Chaotic and not get judged if you drink before, during, or after, because yoga under the influence is pure entertainment, particularly if you share the photos and videos. Just saying. Check out my books at sellersjr.com, my overall website, geekfengshui.com, and this channel, which we appreciate if you like, subscribe, and setting on the bell. Commentary is welcome too, but it is moderated because of the trolls. Trolls who are basement cowboys behind their keyboards with nothing else to do as they're grounded for the weekend. But anyway, if it passes the sniff test, I have thick skin. If you have comments that you would like to have up there, as long as they're spelled correctly and you don't try to use swear words that make you sound more adult than you are, particularly if you misspell them. And yes, I know how to spell most swear words. Check them out. So we're doing Super Tuesday, and this is a Friday. Free week has Blessed Warrior left arm tattoos. Cool. So that means on a Super Tuesday, if this were Tuesday, I would have come up and gotten 3 quests. Now there is a new Assassin's Creed coming out this fall.
What do you have today?
I don't know yet if I'm going to invest in it. We'll see. I usually say that, then I go ahead and do it.
Have you got a My age.
I'm having a lot of fun playing World of Warcraft. We'll get into that in a bit.
With yours. I must take my go with your
Playing WoW Cataclysm Classic. You'll see videos. They did a great job releasing it. Contrary to what most people see, Cataclysm wasn't that bad back then. I don't think it's bad now. The problem that you run into is that the average gamer plays the game. They don't shoot for the end game. And end gamers and raiders and all that stuff try to say that they are the cream of the crop, and they're not. They're just players that play the end game. Each person that plays has a particular part of a game, whether it's this game or that. Casuals are people that play for fun. You know, the terms that you get seen thrown around are often misleading in the sense that, well, you have alts and mains. Well, guess what? That only pertains, I want to make sure you understand, only pertains is if you're raiding. Alts and mains are designations for raiding purposes only. And end gamers like to use that everywhere because it makes them feel more important. When in fact, if you're an alt or a main, that means you raid, and those are the designations that you've made for your characters. Calling someone's character an alt is actually an insult, particularly if a person is a non-raider. I have 50 characters. They're all mains because I can only play one at a time. It's like in this game, I have 4 different character savings that I've done. And they're all mains because I can only play one at a time. This obviously isn't an MMO, but it would be cool if it was with these graphics. But I have 5 level 80 or higher right now. They're all 82 or higher. And I'm trying to do introductions to each of the zones. I'm going to do one later tonight where I do the Troll Queen, the priest that they love to view. Why, I have no idea. But the trolls have spoken, and you know, if they get frustrated on those basements, they'll need more in the bedpan. So, you know, and people say, well, trolls are good because they get views and comments and that. I said, yeah, that's not true. It is, but letting them have their way with comments kind of, in my opinion, makes the video suffer. Not the cleanest, but effective. Well, if that was the 20 or one of the 5s. Super Tuesday, there's 120 and then there's 2 5s, I believe they are. But I have been having fun with Cataclysm, at least, terrorizing Horde. I play Alliance on a server that is 98% Horde, and they get overconfident when they go AFK, which is away from computer, for those that don't know what that means. And on a PvP server, you're fair game. In one of my earlier videos, I took out somebody who was AFK, and people said, "Oh, you took out a guy who was AFK." If you're on a PvP server and you go AFK, you deserve what you get if you're in range. Remember, casters and hunters. I was having some hunters having fun. There's some Horde. I mean, 90% of the Horde characters I run across don't give me any grief whatsoever. In fact, I've quested with a couple. By the way, I'm drinking Stella Artois 0.0, gaming responsibly. I mean, it's no alcohol in it. Anyway, I inadvertently took out a druid. I really do mean inadvertently, because I had a quest where I had to go in a cave and break up a bunch of NPCs. I didn't realize there was a horde in the middle until the fight was going on. And, well, they took exception to the fact, and they tried to kill off my Death Knight, but good luck with that. It didn't work for them. It's also like the druid tried to take out my shaman, who was spec'd as a elemental and had totems of earth and fire and wolves. I don't know if she has wolves in that one or not. It didn't go well. I mean, you're 9 times out of 10 by the time you realize you're under attack. It's too late to get out of it, and it irritates people. When I first started playing WoW, I was on a PvP server, didn't quite understand it as I do now, and we were in the same situation when we were in the minority. And it does get old when people, everywhere you go, you get ganked. And every time you get ganked, within the first 2 minutes, you have to wait 2 minutes for you. Get back to your corpse and regen. But you can choose non-PvP servers. There's people that love to go on the forums and make posts crying and being Karens about it, but it's like, I really don't take them seriously, because those are probably people who are trolling forums. They're probably Horde players on Alliance accounts, characters posting. And, yeah. Now, I picked purposely a situation I'm in this time. But when she flies through the air, the look on their face is like, oh crap. The one advantage that I have being in the minority is our markets on the Alliance side are much better at getting gold from stuff that on the Horde side wouldn't sell for nearly half as much. But farming is great because there's a lot of, well, this is the 20. A lot of farming is done by what are called bots. And if you don't know what a bot is, people will get programs and they set it off and it's like cruise control for your character. It goes around and they go along and they either bot by farming or herbing. Typically you don't see what's getting. And I can tell the difference if they don't attack you when you're in a node. Years ago, we learned from a game master how to report them. In between a friend of mine and I can't remember if I was Alliance and he was Horde or vice versa, but we would go around and one of the steps was that you, if you're the same faction as a supposed bot, is you add them to your friends list, you try to talk to them, blah, blah, blah. And we report them saying we went through these 10 steps as a GM instructed us to. And lo and behold, the accounts will go offline, never come back on. We must have knocked off about 450 to 500. You know, some of them are legitimate accounts where people have had their accounts stolen and don't even know they're being used. We had a friend of ours that had that happen. I happened to couldn't sleep one morning. I got up to do my dailies at the time and was futzing around. They came online and I was chatting with them. Every time I chatted with them, they went offline.
What have you got for
And
me
the first
today?
thought was, you think, well, I wonder why.
Who should buy that? Use it wisely.
Reach max capacity.
Go on, give it a try.
This old-fashioned way.
Always a pleasure doing business.
But
is that everything?
I just assumed I'd done something up. I don't know they were had me on ignore or whatever because they were going in and running dungeons, which they don't do. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut my sword there. Yeah. They go in the dungeons and they leave. Anyway, later in the day, I just commented to my wife and said, so upset with me. She goes, why? And I told her. And she contacted them to find out what was going on. And it turns out that their 17-year-old had disabled the security to do something stupid. And in the process, a keylogger had been put on their system. And they lost their accounts. Well, they got them back. They had to send their IDs to Blizzard to make sure they were who they said they were, which is kind of funny when you think about how easy it is for someone to steal an account, how difficult it is to prove that you are who you are. You know who you are when you go to Chaotic Good Brewing here in Castle Manorville, under pressure in Golden Valley, south by southeast of beautiful Playa, or venues of similar family, pet, kid, fun-friendly places near you and yours. Check them out to go relax or participate. Check out their calendars or limber up to do yoga on Saturdays here at Chaotic, where you can find pure entertainment value and yoga to the influence. Just suggesting you send photo and videos. Just saying. Check out my books at sellersjr.com, my overall website, geekfangshui.com, this channel, which we appreciate every like, subscribe, say, bell, and commentary. Please like the video. Commentary is welcome as long as it passes the sniff test. And check it out. Other videos are out there, and see you in the next one. You can say like, please like and comment.